Hi everyone.
Hi.
The Hardy household here. And so today's episode we are going to talk about 10 myths of interracial relationship. Because I think many people have got ideas and things like that. It's very important for us to establish which ones are truth and which one is just a myth, okay? So let's just dive right in. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do, and don't forget to like, share, and let us know. Just comment down below, let us know what you think about videos so far, and just support us in this journey. It's just lovely.
Yeah, give us some feedback. We would love that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're going to cover some really powerful questions here because we haven't seen these yet. We were sent these by a friend, so we're going to check these myths out and debunk them for you. Or maybe some of them are true. Okay, so number one. People think interracial, the word interracial, means black and white.
Just black and white.
Yeah, just black and white.
No, that's a myth.
Yeah, that's a myth. Because you can get Chinese people, Indian people, they can be dating one another. So just two different races, interracial.
That's what it is.
It's not inter black and white.
It is what it is. Different races together. And so it's not just black and white. Okay?
What if people do actually think that? It must be, if this is what someone has sent us. Crazy, isn't it? Number two, people think interracial couples don't date people of the same race.
That's a myth. Why?
Yeah.
It's like no, that's not true. That's a myth. So,
like, I've got a question for you. Am I the first white person you've dated?
No, I have. You're my husband, so yeah. But no, I have talked to white people before.
Okay.
I
but
know
like in a relationship.
Yeah.
But not many.
Yeah, not many.
More black than white.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly. So I've dated more white people than black people.
Yeah.
So it just shows you that that's a myth. You know, it's not
That's
like I would
you
decide
don't
I'm not gonna go with white people ever.
Yeah. No. So that's a myth, okay? You just go with who you want to go with.
Yeah.
And this is a thing of a choice.
Colour should not come into it at all. Number three, do you want to read a few?
Yeah. Number three, people think interracial couples are breaking the rules. What rules are they breaking? Like, that is a myth.
The rule of what? The rule, how dare you? How dare you date someone that's not your skin colour? That's crazy.
There's no rules. It's just what you want. What, you know.
Yeah, if people think that, that's just so wrong.
Yeah, I guess those are people's thoughts. But no, that's a myth.
Yeah.
That's a myth. People think white people are rebelling. What are they rebelling against? They're not stuck to just marry.
Rebelling against their culture or something?
No, that's a myth. You know, that's a myth. If a white person wants to marry a black person, Asian person, whatever, it's a choice. Everything comes down to a choice. So if they want to marry whoever they want to marry, it's a thing of, okay, I've met this woman or I've met this man and I really think that they're wonderful and I want to be with them. And they are the one for me. That's what it is.
And as a white person, I can agree with that. No, that's a myth. That's crazy.
It's just a myth.
Rebelling against who?
Yeah.
All white people, I rebel against you by marrying this absolutely stunning black woman. It's just so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, number five. People think interracial couples are less worthy. Ooh. That's deep.
So basically we don't belong to the black
or the white
or the Asian.
We've broken free from our groups and we formed our own group. That's just crazy.
That's a myth.
Less worthy of who?
Of what?
Of who? Somehow you've made your worth as a black person less because you've married into it with a white person, or somehow I don't know, lessened my worth as a white person by marrying a black person. That's crazy, isn't it? It's
just, again, it comes down to choice. I think this whole thing is going to be about choice, right? But I guess we have to answer them because those are people's ideas, which everyone is entitled to their thoughts.
That myth is a no. That myth is a no.
It's a myth.
That's a myth. So the myth...
It's not true.
It's not a fact at all. Number six, the cultural differences are far too challenging. This is interesting. They are challenging, but not far too challenging because here we are, proof that you can overcome challenges.
Yeah.
But cultural?
No, it's just the cultural, it's not too challenging. It's challenging. Everything is challenging, right? You meet people from different, even if you're from the same race, it will be challenging, right? Because everybody's got their own upbringing. Like maybe your family brought you up in this way, my family brought me up. So two people coming together, you kind of have to overcome. There will be a bit of challenges because you have your own ideas or beliefs and I might have my own. So it's not too challenging. Yeah, I think you have to understand that because of, I mean, obviously a bit influenced by my culture, because I was born in Ghana. I was brought up in at least many of my years in Ghana, and so it has influence over me. And same for you, like you were raised here in Scotland and all of that, and you were born in South Africa. So yes, you everything, but again, I wouldn't say that it's too challenging.
No, definitely not too challenging.
There are certain things that sometimes I say and Ian doesn't understand me, and the certain things that Ian says and I really don't get him, because he thinks you should get it, and I'm like, okay, you should get it. But again, that's what a marriage is about, or that's what relationship is about. And it's not just about the culture. If you meet someone even of the same race as well, you may agree on certain things.
Like I always think about, like, if a European, like, not European, but say someone from the UK met someone from Russia, those are two very different countries, and they've got very different cultures.
Yeah.
Russians are they're very strong, you know? And I'm not saying we are weak, but they've got a different mindset to survival. Do you understand what I'm saying? So in countries that are, like, out there in terms of, like, how hard it is to stay there, like, it's a difficult place to stay, from what I see anyway. So maybe I'm talking out of ignorance, but do you know what I mean? Like, they are the same skin color, so technically the same race. And yet there's a very big cultural difference between those two countries. So that's a good example of how...
It's not just about, it's not just about interracial relationship. It's just about your upbringing, your environment affects you.
That applies to everyone. Applies to absolutely everyone.
So that's a myth.
Yes, a myth.
People always prejudice towards you. Again, that's a myth. I don't think people will always. I think we live in a world where people are who they are. Some people are nice, some people are not nice. So your experience. I don't think that you... I do think that, sometimes you may get the target because you're a certain race or you are a minority race or whatever. But I wouldn't think it's always.
No.
You know, I think it's just...
And I think it's dependent on where you stay. So, and which race you are in the relationship. So, for instance, I'm a white person in a predominantly white country, but Beauty is a black person in this predominantly white country in a relationship with me. So, if anyone was to get prejudiced, it would be you. However, if I was staying with you in Ghana, the chances are I would get prejudiced against, because I would be the odd one out. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, I think it depends on where you are, but the question is, will you always?
No, I don't think always. That's just because you are tagged into racial relationship.
And can I be honest?
Prejudice.
I have, sorry to interrupt you, baby, but can I be honest? I've very rarely seen you treated differently. I have in instances seen it, so it does happen, but it's very rare. It's not always.
Yes,
so that's
always.
a myth.
No.
Don't be scared, guys.
Don't be scared.
It's worth it.
Dating interracially means you're not a racist.
That's
a myth.
That's a myth.
That's not truth.
The fact of the matter is, you can date interracially and still be a racist.
Yeah, because it was what it is, like what we established in the first part.
Yeah.
Interracial means different race. So I can be like dating a Chinese and hate like
Indians.
Yeah. So it's just because I am dating somebody who's not like same race than me doesn't mean I'm not racist. That's just a cover up. That's not true. That's a myth.
All things aside, Indians are some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, but I'm just using it as an example.
I'm just saying, because we both said Indians, and I thought, maybe I should clarify that I like all Indians. People who date interracially hate their own race. Wow, well, that's a myth.
Yeah, that's a myth.
There's no fact in that at all.
No,
maybe someone personally has something against their own race, but that's a personal thing. It doesn't apply to interracial dating. It's not like all interracial people have a vendetta against their own race, so that's why they've decided to date a different...
Yeah, so interracial couples don't date other race. I don't think they date other race because they hate their own race.
Yeah, because they somehow dislike their own race.
So they need to date another race. That's just a myth.
What happens is two people fall in love because they find out by spending time together that they actually enjoy each other's company, regardless of skin color.
Yeah.
And that's what happens.
Yeah.
So it's got nothing to do with race at all.
Yeah.
And if people believe that, that's wrong. Don't believe it. One person has to assimilate. Ooh. That's quite deep. That's deep. Assimilate. I understand where this comes from. So, for instance, you would have to adopt the culture of this. You would have to basically become accepted accepted within this culture. So yeah, we'd have to do everything that we do in this culture.
No, that's not true.
Basically give up your culture for
That's
this culture.
a myth. I eat the food that I eat. I mean, it's scarce. It's not like, okay, everywhere, but I eat what I eat.
You've still got the same values?
Yeah. In terms of food, like I eat what I want to eat. I still eat my traditional stuff. Ian eats what he wants to eat, and he tries some of my stuff, so nobody has to like assimilate anything.
No,
we're just doing what we do. And so
I suppose as I was saying, I can understand where that myth came from. It's just from fear. It's fear of, oh no, will I have to adopt the culture of that country to be accepted? It's all about acceptance, isn't it? So no, that comes down to how strong you are as a person.
That comes down to your choices, isn't it? What you want to do. If you want to go to a country and it's your choice, okay? But it doesn't mean that interracial couples, like, one has to, one doesn't have to. Like, I'm still myself. I still speak my language. I still do what I have to do. So, nah, that's not true. That's a myth. That's basically.
I think they're all myths. There wasn't any truth in any of them, apart from which one was it that we looked at? That was maybe there was something in it. Blah 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 blah.
Cultural differences.
Cultural differences
are far too challenging.
They can be
far too challenging.
No, not far too challenging. As if that will put a stop to the relationship happening, and that's why people don't do it. Nah, that's not true. It's challenging. There's some things that are different, obviously, but that applies to
everyone.
Any relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, of two different cultures, not two different races. So that's the cultural thing is an issue, but it's not. It doesn't apply to the race
because of the race.
Yeah. So we hope you found this interesting
and insightful.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, it was hopefully we inspire people to if they see someone of a different skin color to not think about it in a negative way.
Yeah,
Yeah. If you have met someone and you want to start a relationship, or you fall in love with someone and these things are worrying you, do not let them worry you. Trust me, you will give up on the best thing that's ever happened to you if you think that way. Okay?
You shouldn't think that way. You should think everyone is a human, white, black, whatever. So just love. And if you fall in love with a white person, you fall in love with a black person, so be it. You shouldn't discriminate. You shouldn't sort of say, okay, this. It's fine. It's just a wonderful and interesting life.
And the important thing is that you can get people of the same race that treat you just as badly as people of a different race. So it's not even a race thing. So if a relationship doesn't work because maybe it was an interracial relationship, it's got nothing to do with skin color. It just didn't work.
Yeah, it's these things, personalities, different characters.
These things happen. So don't apply things to a situation that don't have anything to do with the situation. That's my pro tip for you.
That's just our opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
And our opinion is the best. Alright guys, well we hope you guys enjoyed this video.
And until we come again next time, don't forget to subscribe, like, okay? And share.
Have a good day guys. Take care, okay?
Bye.
Bye.